Hey, I'm Josh. I'm a grateful recovering addict. I was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona, in 1994, St. Patrick's Day. That's when I came into the world. Growing up, I had a lot of friends in school from kindergarten through eighth grade. I was a really happy kid, man. I was loved at home. There's really no reasoning or what anyone would think of to be a reason to want to get loaded, right? Um, Going into high school, I was like I said, in elementary school, I knew everybody. I was real comfortable. When I got to high school, though, I knew no one but except one person, right? So I felt very uncomfortable, and I just felt like it was the rest of the world, and then there was me, right? So I wanted to fit in. So what happened was I started smoking weed at 14. I'd experienced with alcohol in the past, not so much to the extent that my using and drinking became, but I was enabled by my mom. She had her issues. I'm not putting any blame or anything on anyone else. I think in the beginning it was my choice, and what it became was something else. Going off pattern here, for anyone that's in any type of methadone or Suboxone treatment, I wholeheartedly believe in that, and I think if that helps you get to where you need to be, then by all means, I support anyone doing that. Anyways, after I started smoking weed, I got caught with weed at school, and got my first class 6 felony. Actually, it was my only felony as a juvenile. I did 6 months probation, and I was introduced to Alcoholics Anonymous, and by then I didn't think I was an addict, and if I remember correctly, if I did, I just thought it was a way of life. I thought that's just what people did, was smoke weed, and I like to skateboard too, and eventually my trying to get sponsored skateboarding turned into harder drugs. And I started out with psychedelic drugs like ecstasy, acid, shrooms. It was fun for a while. When I turned 18, somehow I graduated high school. It turned into smoking heroin. Eventually, years in, just like everyone else says, they say, I'll never shoot up. That turned into IV heroin and meth use. You guys get it. So fast forward to 2016, I was sent to my first inpatient rehab. It was in Scottsdale, and man, I'm entirely grateful that I was on my stepmom's insurance and I was able to get the experience in the program, and I didn't think it would turn into going in and out for years, but so that would be the last 4 years. My sobriety date is July 15th of 2020, and this is as long as I've been clean since I started getting high at age 14, and I'm so grateful for that, man. That happiness and just the somewhat of, I guess, peace that I've accumulated over the past 6 months has been, at this point, something I would never trade for the world, man. I was just so miserable, man, and I ended up against this dumpster in South Phoenix. I was literally slitting my wrist, like waiting to die, man, and it was just something. How, I don't know if you I don't know what your bond was like or if you went through the same stuff, but that's what happened. And this guy came up and called an ambulance for me, and I went to the psych ward, and then somehow, I went to a halfway house after, and I just, like, I hit that bottom, you know what I mean? I think I needed, once, when I first went into treatment, I wasn't done, you know? I still wasn't done using. I went for my family and, other people. I didn't go for myself. This last time I went for myself. But yeah, man, when I was in treatment, like, I went through so many meetings and so much shit before I actually, I learned something each and every time, you know what I'm saying? But I believe in the AA philosophy. That's my thing. That's kind of what I latched onto. But there's a lot of things I learned in there, like CBT, like cognitive behavioral therapy, a lot about parameditation, and then just like life skills, Um, and I just want to say too, I really believe in what Shane's doing here. He's told me I've learned a little bit more about what's going on here, and I really believe in it. And anyone else who feels like they want to share their story, um, I condone it and I support it. So I think that's all I'm gonna say for now. Thank you guys.